Jake Paul has now arrived at the Anthony Joshua press conference looking like a totally changed person, and Joe Rogan has already spoken about his new look, because this is easily the biggest, most powerful, and most dominant version of Jake Paul that anyone has ever seen.
On Netflix. Against the man who dares to dream bigger than them all, the one and only Jake Paul.
My brother is fighting Anthony Joshua. The experience difference, Anthony Joshua was a former heavyweight champion. He's knocked out heavyweight champions. Quite the undertaking for Jake. What do you think is going to happen?
Expedition.
Oh, they're going to go on an expedition.
Is that a thing?
Exhibition.
Exhibition.
I want him to cut me up. I want him to break my face. But guess what? He's going to have to kill me to stop me. And I'm ready to die. Seriously ready to die.
I'm going to break his face. I'm going to break his body up. I'm going to stomp all over him. That's my mentality, right? That's a fighter's mentality. And I know what's in my heart. I know what's in my mind. And I'm here to compete.
Are you still being trained by Ben Davison, Lee Wiley? Will Ben be in your corner on the 19th of December?
So no, I won't be trained by Ben Davison. I said that London's a bit distracting for me. So I was invited to train with Team Usyk. So I've been in Spain. We've been doing some good training out in Spain. And I think he's one of the best in the world. Not I think, he is one of the best in the world. And it's not all down to him, it's also down to his team that's around him. So I linked up with them, and getting an insight to how someone who's achieved so much has been phenomenal, man. It's been a great experience and it's very challenging.
Wow, I did not know that. So who will be your head trainer on the night?
Igor.
Okay, and how long have you been with them?
A couple months now.
Couple months?
Yeah.
In the darkness, in secret?
No, it's not a secret.
Are you sparring with Usyk?
No, I don't spar with Usyk. Usyk's, he's training somewhere else at the minute, but he's been in camp, but he's in and out of camp.
Okay.
So right now he's training somewhere else.
Jake, what do you make of these changes? This is some breaking news.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's great. I mean, obviously, he's training with the best in the world. He is one of the best heavyweights in the world. We expect nothing less. It's great. And I want the best version of Anthony Joshua on December 19th. And it's going to be the best version of Jake Paul that you've seen, and we'll see who's better.
And with the AJ fight only weeks away, the moment feels even more intense. Rogan said right away that Jake Paul is treating this matchup with far more focus than anyone expected. He is not just putting on a little weight. Jake is growing into a full heavyweight. His shoulders look broader. His traps stand out. His whole build appears naturally stronger, and he is moving like a man who knows he is about to face one of the hardest hitters of this era.
Beat him convincingly.
Yes.
And that's all he can do. And I think that he should take the praise from that and build from it, but he shouldn't want the criticism to stop, because I think it fuels him.
I'm one with you, and I said that to Joshua in one of the interviews that I'd done with him. I said to him, listen, like I knew he was very angry with TalkSport and the criticism he was getting from TalkSport, etc. And I had that conversation with him and said, listen, Josh, you should be feeding off that. That's what good fighters do. You feed off that. Go and prove them wrong. Like, that's where your fuel should be coming from. And, you know, I think to a certain extent, he's sort of done that. So I said, look, you're like, if people are talking about you, it's a good thing, because that means that, you know, you're doing something.
You do the Anthony Joshua fight again.
That's the problem. We did everything right.
Everything right in preparation.
In preparation, we did everything right. You know, like when I fought CB, I went back, I could make a whole list of what I did wrong, what I could have done better. But here, we were very disciplined. We did everything and everybody was professional. You can't say this person did this wrong, this should be like this, it should be like that.
You give to somebody like AJ?
That he has a lot of talent, and not to get discouraged. He only loses when he quits. When you quit, all the doors, the opportunities close. You know what I mean? You have to be game, and then don't get discouraged if you lose. Listen, you just lost, man got $30 million. You should give Usyk a kiss. Say, can we do this again? Don't let this internalize you. Oh, I can't fight now. This white boy kicked my ass. People are laughing at me. No, he kicked my ass for $50 million or $30 million. I hope he kicks my ass again. But this time it might not work out that way. I'm going to kick his ass. I just think the more time you lay off, the worse you get. You have to fight to be the best. You have to do it more and more and more.
Well, because Anthony Joshua was a different thing.
Yeah.
Like it's just he's got more one-shot knockout
it was
power.
A bad game
he took it
plan
more
as well,
seriously
though.
too.
I know he likes to switch him, but again, like this is where the boxing is. If you don't have that kind of intellect in the boxing, that footwork and foot positioning is. Put your foot on one side, you're gonna get killed. You put your foot on the other side, you're safe. You can kind of manage the power and see the punches coming. But he kept switching stances, but just leaving himself in just the wrong positions.
Yeah, he wasn't ready.
Wasn't
a guy like Joshua.
Wasn't ready. There was a lot of hype off the Fury fight.
Also, Joshua got to watch him box in the Fury fight, see some patterns. Fury, I think, probably took him lightly.
Yes, I think so.
He's one of the greatest of all time. This guy's never had a boxing match. At the beginning of the fight, he's like, time to go to school.
Jake Paul is training like he is getting ready for war. But with his new size comes the same big question Rogan always brings up. How will this affect Jake Paul's skills in the ring? Putting on this much weight changes everything. Your movement slows down. Your stamina becomes harder to manage. Your energy is pushed in ways you have never felt before. And Jake Paul has never competed at this size. He is stepping into a level that is completely unknown to him. Rogan explained that the added muscle could give Jake more knockout power than ever. Jake already had real force in his right hand, but now with another 20 to 30 pounds behind those shots.
In boxing history, ever, viewed, the biggest viewed fight in boxing history ever. And there's been some great fights over time. That is insane, isn't it? And the highest paid fighters as well. What Jake Paul, they're an estimated £170 million split between these two. But Jake Paul, is he really that deluded that he thinks that he's going to go in there and beat Anthony Joshua?
Do you think he thinks he can do it, Simon? I don't know what he's not short in confidence.
I don't know what he thinks, but what he does do is he markets himself in the space that he operates in. I don't get this Jake Paul or Logan Paul phenomenon, but I'm not the audience. It doesn't matter what I get. The opportunity for Netflix is that it's a drive to subscribe. They'll pay the $100 million. And the wraparound fees that come from sponsorship and the event attendance. We saw that $20 million was generated in gate receipts for the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. So we know this is $150-160 million fight. We know that it makes sense for Netflix to do it because in the last fight that they had with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, they developed 2 million new subscribers. The average lifetime value of a subscriber is $900. So if you look at that and say they're going to generate $2 billion in potential increased revenues as a result of paying these fighters £100 million, you can see the metrics of it. They're also retaining their base. They're also moving content into a different space, which is sport. So it all makes sense. It's like the mobile phone industry that I knew very well. Used to sell phones for nothing so people get the airtime, and the airtime was where the money is. The content delivery is where the subscribers go to, and then they pay the subscription. So we all understand the model. As far as the fight is concerned, well, no, don't be silly. I mean, Anthony Joshua can go in his nightgown and beat Jake Paul. The issue is, does he hurt Jake Paul? How curated it is? I debated it with boxers, with Paul Smith and Duke McKenzie and Spencer about would Joshua go in there with a mindset, which is he knows he doesn't have to get out of second gear, so he doesn't have to do to Jake Paul what people fear he might do, which is knock him into the next life.
This motherfucker has, from a Disney kid to YouTube to... He can fight anyone, get views, and make fucking money. This crazy wild boy sends out the bat signal, the British bat signal for Anthony motherfucking Joshua. You know how crazy that is? I will say this. I don't think any of Jake Paul's fights are fixed in any capacity. At all. Not even close. I don't get down that narrative. Again, I know online that's a fun narrative, all that shit. I will say this though. My spidey senses will go off if Anthony Joshua doesn't absolutely mop the floor with him. Now, kudos to Jake for taking this fight. My God, dude, you are a brave young man. You deserve every cent for that fight. My word, dude, there's so much respect. So much respect. He worked so hard at the craft. That's amazing. Kudos to you. Here's the reality. Anthony Joshua is a gold medalist in the Olympics. He's a multiple-time world champion. He's fought the best of the best. He's not really over the hill either. If Jake Paul was just another boxer with his resume and his experience, you know, he's about a mid-blue belt. If we're giving you belts like jiu-jitsu, he's probably a blue belt, fighting in main events and all this stuff. If this fight isn't an absolute domination by Anthony Joshua, my spidey senses will go off. Now, that's not to say that I'm not saying Jake Paul has any language in the contract. There's no foul play whatsoever on Jake Paul's part. My skeptical hippo eyes or my spidey senses will come off that Anthony Joshua's not taking this real and he's not putting his best performance.
If he lands a clean shot on AJ, he can actually hurt him. The real issue is landing clean on a former heavyweight champion who has faced huge fighters his whole life, and that is a very different challenge. Rogan says this is where the real danger begins. Anthony Joshua is not only big, he is used to handling that size. He knows how to keep his pace. He knows how to use his height. He knows how to manage space. Jake Paul is stepping into the world of AJ, not the other way around. Gaining size fast does not suddenly make you a natural heavyweight. Yet Rogan also highlighted Jake Paul's biggest strength, which is his wild confidence and his ability to believe in himself even when everyone thinks he has lost his mind. Jake has built his career on surprising people who counted him out. He shocked MMA icons. He surprised boxing fans with the Nate Diaz and Anderson Silva fights. He shocked experts with how quickly he learned real boxing skills. If this fight somehow shifts in Jake Paul's favor, Rogan believes it would happen through pure chaos. It would happen through speed and surprise. It would happen by slipping a jab, then firing a right hand AJ does not expect, and turning the fight into something strange and difficult for Joshua. Jake cannot stay in one place. He cannot fight in a normal style. His only real chance is to stay sharp, stay active, and land that one perfect punch he has trusted for years. But this transformation shows one thing above all. Jake Paul is fully committed. He is giving his whole body to this fight. And whether people love him or dislike him, no one can deny that Jake Paul is walking into the biggest risk of his life without any fear. Rogan said it best. Jake Paul might be crazy, but he is the kind of crazy that changes the game. Alright everyone, stay tuned for the newest boxing updates, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Glove Lord and turn on notifications so you never miss anything. Make sure to check out our other videos as well. Until next time, take care and stay safe.